One of the keys to the new self-publishing is ebooks, which you can read on devices like this. This is just a phone. This is a Kindle from Amazon. You can also get Kobos, Nooks, and iPads. There are various things that you can read ebooks on. But there's another technology as well that's made a massive difference to us, and that is print on demand. Instead of having to send books off to an offset printer and then have masses of boxes of books to store and then have to get them out, there's this new technology called print on demand. I've got some books here to show you some of the options with these books, because they really do look very good. Some of them are books from my editing clients, and some of them are my own books. I've got quite a teetering pile here. You might be writing a memoir. It's a good way to get copies of your memoir, both for readers worldwide and for you to be able to sell or give to your family and friends, and when you go and speak at different places. They're a fantastic way to get those books without having to spend masses and masses of money on them. You might be writing a novel. Once again, some people prefer to have a paperback, and this gives us that opportunity to do that. Another interesting option that we have today with self-publishing, this is actually the German translation of my debut novel, Poison Bay. We can publish in another language targeted at another country, because it's people in Germany who buy this book from me, and we can do it all from home. It's extraordinary what's available to us now. And one of the really interesting things is that this has been my top selling book for at least the past year, maybe the past 18 months. So there's quite extraordinary opportunities out there today. You might be wanting to publish a book that will change the world for people. This is a book by a charity that helps people rebuild their lives after domestic violence. And some of these new technologies have enabled them to have these books on the bed in domestic violence shelters, available as a gift for people who come in. They're also available worldwide at the same time. Perhaps you have a skill that you want to share in a book. Once again, another great opportunity. Often these are the books that people really like to have in print because they're more like a reference book. So these print really nicely. You might have tables or diagrams. I hope you can see there. They really do print up really well. You might be a motivational speaker. You can not only buy small quantities of your books at a time instead of having to store a lot, but you can even get them sent ahead of you. You can have a box printed and sent to the next place that you're speaking, which is another amazing opportunity for us. And this particular guy, this book has been massively successful. So he has then also got several print runs done offshore so that he has that larger quantity and the smaller per copy print cost. And that's another thing that we can also look at as self-publishers if it suits the way that we're operating. This one is, this guy's a clinical psychologist who's published a whole suite of books. I worked with him for about 10 years on many books. He publishes self-help books that he can then use in his clinical practice. And that could also be something that's relevant to you, depending on what you're doing and what your purposes are. This one is basically a textbook, And there's been some interesting things that this author has done to get that book out to his community of interest and to the people who already know and appreciate his way of looking at his specialty, which is theology. You might be writing a children's book, perhaps a children's novel, which is illustrated. The illustrations come up fine. You might want to do a children's workbook to go with it. Both of these sizes are available in print on demand. And I hope you can get an idea of the type of quality that's available. They really do come up very nicely. Perhaps a specialty book. I love the size and shape of this one. And it also is illustrated in colour throughout. Prints quite well. And this is an author who has a passion to change the way we look at fashion as virtually disposable. So part of our looking after the planet is finding meaning in the clothes that we wear. And my last one, how about this? This is a hardcover, also produced by Print on Demand, a hardcover recipe book. Amazing opportunities. This is a book that is printed one copy at a time. So we live in an amazing time to be an author. There are so many opportunities available to us. And then once we've got the book, we can get into the distribution systems that help our book to get worldwide. Now, because they're print on demand, if someone in Finland orders a copy of the book, it'll probably be printed in Finland or in Europe somewhere and shipped to them from there. You never have to touch the book. You don't have to have inventory, and your book is then available worldwide. It's an incredible opportunity that's now available to us as self-publishers. This workshop on the 15th of June, it will suit beginners. It will also suit those who want to do a completely do-it-yourself job on their self-publishing. And it will suit those who perhaps also want to hire help for certain things and need to know where to find the right people and how to not get ripped off. A lot of that, unfortunately, does happen in this industry today, and it makes me very sad. Basically, we will be doing a 3-hour group coaching session. Now, for 3 hours of one-on-one coaching, you would pay me $900. That is what people pay me for my expertise one-on-one. To do it as a group, you can get this session for just $99. I want you to get masses of information and encouragement and inspiration and a yummy morning tea, hoping for a scone myself. There might also be some secret bonuses. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet, but you'll find out on the day. My co-presenter is Sunshine Coast author Graham Kingston. He's published 7 books about his travels. He's decided to stick purely to the ebook format so far, and he'll be talking about finding that balance between quality and price while doing the whole job himself. So I'm hoping that you can find some good inspiration from hearing, even if your topic is a different one, from hearing how he has gone about setting up this publishing project of his own. We want you to have fun. We want you to be encouraged. We want you to learn lots of really useful things. My goal is that at the end of the day, you can go home with an understanding of how the whole thing works, how it fits together, and an action plan, a customised step-by-step action plan that is for your particular book and your particular goals, so that you can do it all yourself if that is your thing and you enjoy that, or if that's not your thing, you will have that knowledge that gives you power so that you can find the right people to help you at the right quality for your goals and the right price for your budget. There are limited seats still available. You can get tickets through Eventbrite. If you can't find the link, just Google Belinda Pollard Eventbrite and it will come up. I hope to see you there on the 15th of June. I would love to help you get started on that book that's been burning a hole in your heart. I'm Belinda Pollard from smallbluedog.com.